Hello friends, my name is Aftab and you are watching Aftab Computer. So in this video I am going to show you that how you can configure WAN connection at your MikroTik router board. So don't worry if you have dynamic internet connection or static internet connection. You can configure both internet connection at your MikroTik. So let's take a look. I created one diagram for you. This is beneficial for you. So let me tell you that what we have to do in this diagram. So this is our internet connection which I have created here, and here you can see our internet connection, and this is our MikroTik router board. This is our MikroTik, and where we have here two laptops which is connected in LAN. And what we are going to do in this session, first of all we will do for these activity, and here you can see that this is the first question, how we can configure dynamic IP address at your MikroTik router board, and the second one is how we can configure static IP on your MikroTik router board, and there is a third question is we have to create one bridge, and on that bridge we have to make the DHCP server. After that we have to create one netting rule which will transfer our LAN data to internet. So I hope you understand our questions, and I will let you know that how you can create a multiple DHCP on your MikroTik router board. First I will create on bridge, and second one I will create on VLAN. So we have to write here, I'm going to write our fifth task, which will be DHCP server. Oh, I have to do our font small here. So this is our task. We have to create DHCP server. Let me correct it. DHCP server. Okay. So we will create two DHCP server on our MikroTik router board, and we will start from here. Let me show you. We will start from here. So let's do it. And I don't have the MikroTik router board connected in my laptop, so we will do it in our VMware. I'm going to open my VMware workstation. I have installed already. If you guys want to install it, so please comment below of the video so that I will make the another video for you, how you can configure the workstation and how you can configure internet or MikroTik router board or multiple firewalls or switches or routers in VMware workstation. So I have installed the Eve here. I'm going to on it, and we will do our all 4 or 5 tasks in our virtual VMware. So here we can see our Eve is opening, and yes, it is starting. So this is very helpful application for us. If you can install, just download from the Google, and if you want, so I will give you the link how you can download and how you can install. I will make another video if you guys want. So this is our IP which we have to search in our Mozilla firewall, 192.168.10.192. So let me on my Mozilla, and here I have to search 192.168.10.129. Yes, so here I have to log in it admin, and the password is, so this is our lab. I'm going to take here MikroTik, take the MikroTik, and we'll keep one MikroTik here. We will follow our this diagram. See here, we will follow this diagram completely. Okay, so what we have to do, just I'm going in our lab, and here I have to get the internet management cloud, and just okay here. And now I have to take PCs, so Windows PC, and we need two PCs and done. So here we have two PC. Now we have to connect all these devices. So I'm going to connect internet to our MikroTik device and MikroTik to second PC and MikroTik to third PC. So this is only name that PC2 or PC3. We can consider it PC1 and we can consider it PC2. And this is the internet which you can see here, SpectraNet. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about the names. So just this is our diagram. This is complete diagram. So now we need to on our devices and I'm going to on it. Start all my nodes. Nodes means all my devices. So it is starting slowly. So after starting this, let me show you that it is on completely or not. And if I will click on my MikroTik, so I can open it in my putty. If you have installed the putty, so you also can open it in your putty, and it is rebooting right now. So I'm not able to connect it. It will take, yes, now it is connected. The admin is a login name and this is new MikroTik, so we don't have any password. So just I'm click enter and yes, now our MikroTik is opening. So this is the CLI. I'm not going to show CLI. So let me show you in GUI. So now I have to open the Winbox and we'll see. Yes, our MikroTik is here. Now I can connect it and let's check that it is opening or not. Yes, it is successfully open. Now what we have to do, first of all, we have to reset it. Okay, reset configuration, no default. We don't want to keep the default configuration in our MikroTik, so we will check on this option, no default configuration, reset configuration, and just yes. Here you can see, do you want to reset all your configuration and reboot? Yes, we want. So now it is erasing all default configuration from our MikroTik so that we can configure as per our requirement. So once you will purchase the new MikroTik from any shop, so you can see that default configuration is available, always available in MikroTik, and the LAN IP will be 192.168.88.0, and I will show you in my next video that how you can identify that router is configured from company or not. The default MikroTik default IP is 192.168.88.1. Always remember it. This is very good question, and here you can see that there is no IP address and it is showing the MAC address and the IP address. Identity is a MikroTik, and here you can see the version. I will let you know how you can upgrade your MikroTik also. So let's start the video, and first of all we will finish our today's task. After that we will go further. So let me show you that how you can. First of all we will check that what is our first task. First task is how to configure dynamic IP address WAN connection. Okay, so let me show you that if we want to create WAN, and we need to choose the port. All ports are configurable. So the thing is that we have to decide that which port will be WAN or which port we want to create as a LAN or for the LAN network. So suppose I am going to keep this interface as a WAN connection. So I'm going to write here WAN 1. Okay, so just I'm changing the name. There is nothing changing the name, that this is the WAN 1 connection. And if we want to give the comment, so we can give the comment here that we can remember it, this is Ethernet 1. Okay, so just click and OK and apply and OK. So we didn't start any configuration yet. So the thing is that our WAN 1, and we have created the WAN 1 on Ethernet 1 port. So the first question was how to configure dynamic IP address. Okay, dynamic IP address. So what we have to do, you should know that what is dynamic and what is static. Static will be our second question. So let's take a look how we can create dynamic WAN. Just we have to go, let me show you again. Okay, so just go on IP and click on DHCP client. Client means it will not give you the IP address, it will take the IP address from DHCP server. So you can understand that here automatically selected the Ethernet 2 as a DHCP client. So I'm going to delete it, and we have to create DHCP client WAN 1 port. Here we have to select WAN 1 and apply and OK. Okay, and here you can see that IP is 192.168.10.128, which is getting from the internet connection. This is our dynamic internet connection, which is giving the IP address, and DHCP server is on this network for our MikroTik router board only, for our this Ethernet 1 connection, for our Ethernet 1 port. Okay, so let's go on MikroTik. Here you can see, let me show you that what is the gateway, IP and routes. And here you can see that this is dynamic. If you keep cursor here, so here you can see that D for dynamic, A for active, and S for static. So this is the dynamic gateway which is added by DHCP client port. So let me show you the IP address. This is our gateway. So let me try to ping our gateway. Are we able to ping our gateway or not? So just I am going on our terminal, ping 192.168.10.2. yes, we are able to ping it. And now I'm going to ping our DNS 8.8.8.8. yes, I'm able to ping it. So let's try to ping the google.com. Are we able to go to the Google or not? Google.com. So yes, we are able to ping it. So here we can see we didn't do the more configuration here. We just created the DHCP client, which is here DHCP client, and here you can create if you want to disable it, so you can disable it from here or enable it from here. Or if you want to delete, so you can delete from here. And add, so just click on add button and select your interface and apply and OK. Okay, so this is our first question which is done. Now we have to do our another question. So let's start. Our another question will be how to configure static IP address on our MikroTik router board. So let me show you that how you can configure it. And I'm going to delete DHCP client. So here you can see there is nothing. Now I will create DHCP. Now I will create the static IP address at interface 1. So just let me show you again. Just go IP and address. Here you have to add and 192.168.10.128, and here you have to give the subnet mask of your network. So it is 24. I'm giving 24. So here you have to select the interface, which is WAN 1 for me right now. Apply and OK. IP is configured on our interface, and for going to the internet or for going to the gateway, we need to give the gateway, which is mandatory. Before giving the gateway, if you are trying to ping anything from your MikroTik router board, so it will show you this, the root, no root. Okay, so let me show you again. No root to host, there is no route to go to this IP. Are you getting my point? Yes. So just we have to configure our gateway, go IP and routes, and here you have to add one gateway, 192.168 10.2 and apply and OK. Now if we will ping it, yes, we are able to ping because we have given the gateway to our MikroTik that from where you have to go for this IP address or for any IP address. Okay, so and this is, don't confuse about it, if you will configure any IP address statically or dynamically, so it is creating automatically. It is here, you can see I'm going to disable it, so this will remove. Okay, I'm going to enable it, so here you can see it came again. Okay, so this is our static configuration which is done. Now let me show you again that what you have to do, and leave it, just go IP and address, and here you have to create, if you want to create another WAN, and when one is finished, so just go on the interface and keep here Ethernet 2 as a WAN 1, change the name WAN 2 and apply and OK, and IP address add 192.168.20.128/24, select here WAN 2 and apply and OK, and go again in routes and give the IP address, sorry, give the gateway, so 192.168.20.2. I'm guessing this IP address, and once you will put the cable on Ethernet 2 internet connection cable on your MikroTik port number 2, it will be reachable. Right now we don't have any another internet connection, so we have created just I shown you that how you can create another WAN at your MikroTik router board. So I'm going to delete it, and this is the 20 network, so I'm going to delete it. Here you can see we have done both internet dynamic and static connection. If you have any doubt, you can comment me, I will give you an answer. Now I'm going to do our third task. Before going there, we have to return our port WAN to Ethernet, so ether Ethernet 2, apply and OK. Just you have to change the name so that you can understand that what is our WAN connection and what is our what is our WAN port and what is our LAN port. Okay, don't worry about it. And so let's move further, and this is our third question, that what you have to do here. And the third question is how to create DHCP pool on bridge. So before creating the DHCP pool, we have to create the bridge. So just go on bridge, and here bridge add, and bridge name will be LAN network. I'm giving the name only, this is the name of our bridge. Okay, so this is the name, and apply and OK. How many ports we want to add in this bridge? Here we have to select, suppose I am selecting port number 2 in this bridge, and another is port number 3, and apply and OK. So this 2 port now the part of this bridge. Okay, so now we will create the DHCP server on this bridge. Go IP and DHCP server, and there is two way to create the DHCP server. The first one is a here which is very shortcut, and the another one is long term, the manually you have to do everything. So I will show you both configuration, how you can do the DHCP configuration from two way. Okay, so now I am going to create the DHCP server from here. Just go here IP and DHCP server, and here you have to click on DHCP setup. Okay, here you have to select on which port you want to create a DHCP server. Okay, so I'm going to select the bridge and next. So IP will be 10.5.50.0/24. Here you have to give the network, not the IP address. Okay, always remember, many people do this mistake frequently, that they are giving the IP address here like this. So this is showing you that this is wrong. It is showing in red color, DHCP server DHCP address space Okay, if you will give the 0 here, it is now blue color. Okay, so just click next, and this is our gateway. It is showing that this is the gateway according to your network. If you want to change your network, you can just modify it. So suppose I am giving the 100 IP address as our gateway, and just click on next. It is showing that DHCP's relay is 100, so I am going to disable it. No, I am creating a DHCP server, not a relay. So, and here you can see that it is showing two pools, 1 and 99. Sorry, 10.5.50.12, 10.5.50.99, and 1012.254. Between both pool, it is missing the 100, which is our gateway. Okay, so we have put the gateway from between our pool, so it is excluding that IP address which we have selected for our gateway. So just I'm going to click on next, and DNS server. Yes, we want to provide DNS server DNS IP address with our IP. Okay, just click on next, and it is showing the lease time 10 minutes by default, so I am going to do it for 12 hours. Okay, next, and setup is complete successfully. It is showing in your red color. Now we have to give the gateway in our address. So this is the gateway for our LAN network. Head, and here 10.5.50.100/24. I have already told you that you have to give here CIDR value, and here you have to select your interface, which is our bridge, and apply and OK. Now you can check here, it is black now. And this is our complete DHCP server which I have shown you. I hope you understood this way of the how to make the DHCP server on MikroTik router board. Now we have done our third task, so now I am going to do our fourth task. So how to create NAT for LAN to WAN interface, LAN to WAN traffic. So let's go IP and firewall, and in NAT here you have to add, and here you have to select source NAT, and source IP will be our LAN IP 10.5.50.0/24. It is here you are defining that this is our source pool. If you will get any IP address, you have to forward it on our internet connection, and just go on action and select here masquerade rule. Masquerade rule means your LAN traffic will go on internet. Okay, if you are not creating this rule, then your LAN user will get the IP address, but they will not be able to access the internet. Okay, so here you have to always create this NAT rule, which is very important for LAN users. Otherwise your LAN user will not be able to access the internet. So just go on action, and here you have to select the masquerade rules and apply and OK. This is the rule which will forward the traffic, LAN traffic, to the internet. Okay, so let's go further, and now we have to create the VLAN. Okay, VLAN, and we have to create the DHCP server on our VLAN. So let's go on MikroTik, and so I hope you understood that why we have created the LAN, why we have created the netting here. So I'm going to click it on interface and VLAN. Just you have to add the VLAN here. I'm going to give the name VLAN 10 only, and VLAN ID will be 10. I'm going to create the VLAN 10, and this you have to select the interface, which port you want to create the VLAN 10. Okay, so I'm going to select Ethernet 4 and apply and OK. So on MikroTik router board, just you have created the VLAN. There is nothing in the configuration, and we didn't configure any DHCP or any IP address on that VLAN. Just we have created the VLAN on Ethernet 4th. Okay, I hope you got it. And let me show you again. That go on interface and VLAN, and here you have to add. If you want to make another VLAN, so just click on add and give the name. Suppose I'm giving the name VLAN 20 and ID will be 20 and port number. Suppose I am creating a VLAN in our bridge. Okay, apply and OK. So let's have a look how we can create a DHCP server on our VLAN. I will show you the another way how you can create a DHCP server. Okay, so for DHCP server, what we have to do, on any firewall you are using MikroTik or any other firewall, you have to do always these 4 steps. You have to follow these 4 steps. First will be gateway, and second will be pool, and third will be network, and fourth will be netting. Okay, these 4 steps you have to follow for every firewall. So let's have a look for it. And this is our first step. We have to give the gateway for our DHCP server, and just go on MikroTik IP. I already told you that if we are giving the gateway for our WAN connection, so we have to go in routes. Okay, if we are giving the gateway for our LAN network, so we have to go in IP and address. Always remember it. Just click on add. I'm creating another network here, 192.168.20.1/24. okay, I have to select here interface VLAN 10, apply and OK. The second one is I have to go for our pool. Here we have to create the pool, and pool 1 20.2 to 192.168.20.254. This is our pool, which will give the IP address between this range. And the another one is network. Here we have to create one network. Here we have to select our VLAN 10. The lease time will be 3 hours, and pool will be 1, because we have created the pool. Here you can see that name pool 1. Here we have to select the pool 1. Okay, and just apply and OK. Here we have to give the network. Network will be 192.168.20.0/24, and gateway will be 192.168.20.1 only. Okay, apply and OK. This is our complete DHCP server. So the first one is DHCP server we can create from here, DHCP setup, and the second one is we can create the manually. We want to give the DNS from our IP address to our host, so we can give the DNS here. Don't worry, just I'm giving the 8.8.8.8, and another one will be 1.1.1.1. okay, apply and OK. So we have created 2 DHCP server, first one on our bridge and second one on our VLAN. You can do the, let's take a fast look for our configuration. If you want to add a dynamic WAN connection at your MikroTik, so just go IP DHCP client and add here, and select the interface, any interface which you want to configure as a WAN, dynamic WAN. Just select the interface and apply and OK. Okay, it will get the IP address automatically. So here you can see that it got the IP address automatically, and I'm going to delete it. And for static connection, you have to follow two steps only. Go IP and address and add here, and here you have to give the public IP address, not mask. Okay, 192.168.10.128 and CIDR value /24. Here you have to select the interface, apply and OK. So that which we are configuring, that address is already configured on same interface. And second one will be go IP and routes, and here you have to add the gateway. Just click on gateway. You have to give the gateway which ISP will give you 20.2 and apply and OK. Here you can see that gateway is added. So this was our diagram which we have completed. So if you have any doubt, you can comment me. I will give you an answer. Bye bye.